Hello, I'm Doris Ong. Do you notice that the OCR prices have crossed 2,000 PSF and the 3-bedroom units is ranging from 1.8 to 2 million now? And what if I tell you that you can purchase a new launch 3-bedroom from 1.3 million and there's only one new launch this year? Today I have with me our leaders, Nick, Jaraldmine, and Ken, to share with you some exciting new launch or one exciting EC launches that is low entry price with condominium facilities and a potential capital gain.
Yes.
Do you agree with me that EC has all these characteristics?
Yes,
Doris.
definitely.
And Ken, you were sharing with me that your parents bought Sky Park Residences. You want to share with your teammates what makes them buy Sky Park Residences?
Okay, so actually my parents bought Sky Park in 2013 when I was still serving national service, so that was 10 over years ago. Back then, I was very skeptical that my parents would actually enter the market because they have viewed many properties since I was in primary school all the way till I was in army.
Wow,
so I think
probably what, 10 years?
Yeah, I got 10, 11 years. Yeah.
Wow.
So I think
They have been looking, want to buy, didn't buy.
yes. So there's always a push and pull factor. So I think the main cause of that is when they see something they really like, the renovation is nice, but they feel that it's too pricey. Or if not, when they want to enter the market, they feel, oh, the house I need to do a lot of renovation. So there's always this, I do not know whether I should enter or not. Yeah, so until they finally chance upon Sky Park, then they decide to go all the way in. And that's where they've been staying there for the past 6 years, 5 to 6 years now.
Okay.
And they enjoy it.
So, I mean, what are the motivating factors for them to commit Sky Park?
Okay, I think for them, it's very simple because I think like capital appreciation, like you mentioned earlier, ECs have actually a very proven track record in Singapore that you'll definitely make a good capital gain. And I think because right now the house just MOB, it hasn't privatized yet, so I feel that there's still a huge potential gain for them to slowly get to the privatization stage. Yeah, so I think there's still a good gain there.
So your parents actually do their homework to look at market trend, past transactions of other ECs that privatize?
Actually, yes. So actually in the north at that point of time, there were quite a few ECs also. So they were studying, but of course, a bit fussy, I would say.
You say your parents is fussy.
A bit difficult to enter the market, I guess. Yeah. So until one fine day, a good agent came down and share all these things with them. I think, but this story probably we leave it later. Yeah, and I think one important factor is also lifestyle. Yeah, because my sister was schooling back then, like she was growing up, but I was already in army so I missed the boat. I didn't get to enjoy the facilities so much.
Then army, you got a lot of
exercise already.
Yeah.
So I think lifestyle wise, my sister enjoyed her stay there because all her friends would come to our house instead. We enjoy our time here, have barbecue, swimming sessions and stuff.
Okay, so that's also another observation that I have for upgraders. All right, those that are staying in the HDB estates, they upgrade to condominium to have that facilities so that their kids can use the facilities and invite the friends. And in a way, I was told that you can keep an eye on the kids and who is their friends.
Yeah. Because they are here instead of there. Yeah, and of course, I think the most important factor is the fact that we do not have to sell our unit first until TOP because we needed the funds from the sale of HDB. So that was, I think, a very crucial factor because if we had to sell and then we had to rent somewhere first before we move to our new place, I think this would be a quite big hassle. And having said that, we also benefited from deferred payment, which later Jaraldmine will cover. Yeah.
So you cover most of the point why people buy EC. It's a good testament that your parents also, after looking for so many years, that bought an EC. Jaraldmine, I think you are taking care of the tenant.
Yep.
I mean, you are one of the leaders that is taking care of tenant, and we do see a trend of deferred payment scheme in the recent launches that we have. You want to share some more insights with our teammates?
I involved with tenants and even in Copen Grand. What I observe actually, a lot of young couples, actually who just come out to society to work, maybe around 2 to 3 years, they actually want to settle down actually under fiancé scheme. So basically, actually deferred payment scheme actually will help out them because at the point of time, their financial is not standing that strong. So for them, DPS work for them because it's allowed the buyer to build their incomes and even their CPF, OA. Because actually for deferred payment schemes, you need actually 2 to 3 years construction periods.
Or at least four
Yeah,
years.
correct. So maybe 4 years. So actually, this you can make use of these 3 to 4 years actually to build their incomes and even their CPF OA. But what do the buyers need to do, right? It's just to pay up the 20% upfront with stamp duty. So once it's closer to key collection date or TOP date, right, then the buyer actually can apply their mortgage housing loan when the time is nearby key collections. So from there, actually, these 3 to 4 years were able to help them to build up their income and to sustain a higher loan amount.
So deferred payment scheme also, once they pay out that 20% and the stamp duty, it's less stress, as in there's no need to pay installment till they collect the key.
Correct. Unlikely those are not a progressive payment, right? Progressive payment actually they were so-called the payout actually progressively when follow the construction stages. So for deferred payment, actually you don't need. You just pay out the upfront of 20%. The rest will be stopped actually till TOP. Then they will start service their mortgage loan.
Okay, so it's like 20%, then you no need to pay till you take the key for the project. Compare vis-a-vis if you buy a resale. Then the installment will
kick in immediately.
So that's where we see a trend of more people taking up the DPS scheme.
Yeah, actually beside this, right? So actually I also now there's one push factor, because you know that for ECs there's a income ceiling of 16K. Correct. So actually nowadays, because of due to inflation, like look, our salary all going up. So this certain pool of buyers actually they have foreseen their income actually is very close to 16K. So they know that actually once they miss this boat, right, this wave, they are not eligible on it. So this is one of the push factor that actually push the buyer to commit now instead of waiting. Because you guys actually know that the HDB income assessment, right, they only assess upon application or on the date of your EC purchase. So in future, no matter actually how much your income is, you don't need to maintain at 16,000 anymore. Yeah, so actually this will be the push factor nowadays for EC upgraders.
Yeah, so totally agree. So if your income is about 13, 14, 15,000, all right, that's probably your last opportunity to book an EC.
That's right.
Yeah, if your income is this 13, 14,000 this year. Yeah, that's the only opportunity that you have.
Correct.
Before your pay increase.
Yes.
Lee, you have been involved in many ECs. Any interesting insights that you can share with us? Your observation?
Okay, first of all, EC scheme, right, is actually a very unique scheme that benefits Singaporeans. For example, first timer, they actually qualify for a grant of up to 30,000 CPF grant to offset the cost of the EC. And like what you mentioned just now, those people who owns a HDB, when they upgrade to EC, they actually can actually not pay additional buyer stamp duty. Right? So these were very good benefits. And at the same time, you actually enjoy the full condo facilities, just like a private condominium, but at a lower price because ECs are subsidized. Okay, just a bit on that. Recently, I did one case whereby a very young couple in their 20s, one of a case study, they actually wanted to get married. So the next step in life, what they do, typical Singaporeans, right? They apply for BTO. They apply for BTO in Bishan. I remember it's Bishan. So their parents actually believe in the advantages of buying an EC, want to give them a head start in life. They managed to convince them to go for EC instead. But them being young and just starting out in their career, right? Their income, everything is not high, right? CPF OA also not very high, right? So the parents actually paid the down payment for them in cash and then allow them to actually slowly build up their income. Just now we were talking about from 14,000, 15,000, you don't buy now. Now they all maybe from 8,000, slowly build to 12,000 so that they can actually qualify for a higher loan nearer the TOP itself.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes, and there's also one trend that recently happens in the new launches, which is joint single scheme. Have you heard of it?
Yep.
Joint single schemes are actually, when individuals above the age of 35, not married, they can actually come together and actually buy an EC. Right? So this group of people, they have been working in society for maybe more than 10 years already. So they actually build up a substantial amount of CPF and savings. And they choose to actually come into EC, improve their lifestyle, and get the facilities that private condos actually give them, but at a lower price. right? So this is one trend that is actually happening now.
I see. So we all know that there's probably only one launch this year, one executive condo launch, which is in Bukit Batok by Qingjian.
Yep.
Right, likely they will be able to start the marketing on the 22nd of June.
That's correct.
Right. Anything that you want to share or the excitement in Bukit Batok or in the West?
Yes, Doris. So this EC is actually the first EC launch in Bukit Batok for 22 years and possibly the only EC launch in 2023. So I'll just touch a bit on the transformation of the West of Tengah and Jurong district. Right, so Tengah is actually a new HDB town that is being developed with sustainability and community in mind. It is designed to be a car-like town with plenty of green spaces. So it makes people with a very healthy lifestyle, it's a good place for them to come and stay here. Right. So the western region of Singapore has undergone significant transformation in recent years, making it an attractive location for both residential and commercial properties.
Actually, Ken, we are sharing about the transformation Tengah. It reminds me about Pongo.
From the last time, right?
Yeah.
Pongo used to be so-called a fishing
Yes.
village right on the top, and in terms of location, but I think when the government put in the infrastructure and announced the Pongo Digital District, all right, it has that entire transformation.
That's right.
So when you talk about Tengah, this location, it reminds me about the transformation in Pongo.
Yes, you're right. Actually, for Jurong Lake District, I said this transformation over there, it is set to say they say it's going to be the second central business district of Singapore, and actually we are looking forward to that.
Yep.
And having said that, I mean, with all these infrastructures and developments coming in, I think a lot more job opportunities will be created, and this is very good because the demand for the properties there will definitely shoot up.
Yeah, agree with you, Ken. So beside the Jurong Lake District, we still have Jurong Innovation District also in the West region transformations. So this development actually is set up to transform the West regions. So it's included with a hub of advanced manufacturing, urban solutions, and smart logistics. So it's an excellent location for businesses looking actually to expand in the West regions.
And of course,
What I can hear from you is there's actually a lot of employment created in the West.
Yes, that's right.
So if you are in this logistic kind of business, you probably want to stay near to your workplace.
Be a part of the community there.
Where the demand will be coming in the future.
and speaking of logistics, right, we cannot forget about the Tuas Megaport. Right, just moving there, right? And this project is a huge infrastructure project itself. So it's going to create so much employment opportunities for people in the vicinity. It's going to bring out the property prices because of the demand. People want to live near where they work, right? And the property prices there will be demand for rental, for resale, and even new launches, right? So generally, I think the West is going to be so exciting, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think one of the focus by the government, it looks like it's in the West, especially in the Tengah area. That's why the infrastructure is there with all the transformation that we have mentioned. All right, and looks like it's going to be exciting. And we have like Copen Grand that was sold out during the second time. So West is getting very exciting.
Yes.
Can you tell that we are actually very excited?
Eager to share it.
Yeah, so I'll just share a little bit more of the upcoming launches. This upcoming in the West. So we have JCube and the Mies, the former Parkview Mansion, as well as Lake Garden Residences, together with our EC. But for all these new launches, the PPR they are expecting is way above $1,000 per square foot. And for our site, it's at 662 per square foot. 662. Right, 662. So we are very confident that we will definitely be at the lowest entry price for a new development over there.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So actually looking upon the many launches actually from the West. So I believe the demand actually will be able to sustain from the upcoming MOP cluster or HDB estates. And see for the total household what you can see now there is a trend for them actually to cashing out once they fulfill the 5 years MOP. So there will be a strong potential in the site.
Demand.
Yeah, the demand will be there.
Jaraldmine, you're sharing that there's a lot of HDB flats that will be fulfilling their MOP this year, and they will probably take that opportunity to upgrade to condominium facilities. So in that sense, there will be a lot of demand for condominiums, including EC.
Yes, actually you can see in our surrounding neighborhood like Bukit Batok, Bukit Panjang, even Tengah. So basically, actually once they fulfill their MOP, a lot of actually young married couple, or they want to upgrade, like what happens to Ken's when his families when his army time. Okay, so actually you can see we did some study and research from 2021 to 2024, right? Okay, there's up to 19,645 households which is going to fulfill their 5-year MOP. Furthermore, right, from 2024 to 2030, we have up to 17,500 households. Yes.
Wow.
So actually, this will build a so-called a base on the demand, and with the trend of HDB price is rising, right? It's going up. So actually, it's also a good time for HDB's owner to upgrade to ECs.
So I think which is, if you look at all the data, even if you buy a EC or condo now in the West, there will be more 5 HDB flats that will fulfill their MOP in the next couple of years. So there will be demand for housing, or there will always continuous demand for upgraders.
Yep.
So by then you can also have an exit plan.
Yes, correct. I agree. The demand clearly surpassed the supply itself, right? And the buyers, like what I mentioned, always come from the immediate vicinity estate itself, right? So these buyers will actually be looking to upgrade. And have you heard the news that ACS is actually moving there?
Yes, it's a huge good news.
Yeah, so the good school effect is going to take place, and these people, these owners, once they get rooted in the area, they will definitely be upgrading around there. So those of the buyers who are actually going to buy from this EC, they are actually taking a first mover advantage, and the exit plans are really very clear for them already.
The EC is no doubt a very viable choice, and on the ground, especially like what Nick have mentioned, after Copen Grand sold out and the announcement of ACS, we see a strong demand of interest and inquiries on the upcoming ECs. And you are the leaders that is taking care of the new upcoming ECs. You want to share a little bit, a sneak preview?
Actually, we are very excited to share. Okay, so I'll just share a bit about the project. So for the upcoming EC, it's a low density project. We have 360 units.
360 units.
Yeah, so ranging
only.
yeah. So the supply is so little, ranging from 3 to 5 bedrooms, and it's built by a renowned developer known as Qingjian. I'm sure a lot of you guys know. Some of the recent projects that recently built, Foret, we have Tenet, and others that's upcoming. And of course, I think the project we love the most is Jetscape. Yeah, we really love Jetscape. We recently have closed quite a few rentals over there, and we love the landscaping. How the whole place looks like in general is fantastic, and even inns as well, right?
Correct. Easy is easy. So besides actually the landscaping on our renowned developer, right? So our actual locations, right, is within walking distance to future Tengah Park MRTs. Okay, so it also actually near to Le Crest Mall. Okay, also by Qingjian. Yeah, so actually, yes, correct. Okay, and actually, we are surrounded by the first matured HDB estate with amenities nearby us. And the most important thing is about the Jurong transformation that we touched on just now. And Jurong Innovation, Tengah Township is nearby us, and it definitely will bring a lot of demands and potential exit plan for those ECs upgraded there.
And of course, I'm going to talk about ACS again.
Actually, there are many other good schools.
Yes. So all these good schools, right? They are very popular, and there will be very high demand for properties that are within 1 kilometer of these good schools, and the supply is limited. So this is why that investors like this kind of property. We will make the competition for the buyers when they want to buy for this property, right? Once you privatize, it will make the prices keep on going up. It actually is very healthy.
I think we are all very excited over this up and coming launch and potentially another sell-out project.
That's right. Definitely.
Definitely.
Thank you for your sharing.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Doris.
Thank you for your time.